Now arriving at Phineas's top-secret orbital lab.
Hello? Can you hear me? Does this work? Oh, damn it! Blast, that's loud.
You're a deft hand with a mag pick.
I'm just securing my ongoing experiments. And securing myself. Mind the mess. I haven't had a visitor since... in fact, I've never had a visitor.
Oh, thank the law. Your skin hasn't spontaneously changed color. Potential side effect of the revival process. Very rare, but you never know. Right. Welcome to my little habitation, such as it is. I've got caffeinoids, cysty bits, if you're into that sort of thing. So, welcome. Make yourself at home. My secret hideout is your secret hideout. Not at all, my intrepid accomplice. I should thank you for tolerating my somewhat brusque manner. I only regret that I couldn't save more of your fellow settlers, what with being hunted by the board, and emptying my supply of necessary chemicals. Of course. What's on your mind? Oh, it's not you. I do experiments in that room. Some of them get quite scientific. The unexpected is to be treasured. But from a... Regardless, it's quite comfortable in here, you know. I have my beans, have... No, and I've been...
Ah, the wanted criminal himself. Please.
Wait, Not another word. I don't want to know your name. I don't want to know who you are. Let's just enjoy our plausible... Why don't you just invite the entire colony to my secret, carefully concealed laboratory? It isn't as if I wanted... Oh, fine. For what it's worth, I am pleased that you found it. You're a talented scientist, after all. Our kind has always been incredibly popular. Yes, indeed. Well done. Also, you still haven't spontaneously liquefied, which pleases me immensely. Progress. What's on your mind? Oh, goodness, no. I wouldn't survive 10 seconds. Well, no, I imagine I'd last at least 12 seconds before I'd lose consciousness and die. Life outside work? No. For that matter, everyone else's lives are also my... To answer your question, I'd rather stay right here in my lab. There's too much... Remarkably well. After all, I managed to revive you without too many adverse side effects. We're even having a... I still need your help, however. The sooner we discover the location of... Get me those chemicals, and I'll revive the Hope. Revive the Hope, put a stop to the board. Stop the board, save the colony from destruction. Cause and effect. Simple, really. My progress is tied to your progress. We're in the... I'm well aware of your scientific acumen, but you're far better suited to working in the field than I am. Leave the blackboard work to me. 10 years. That's how long the average human can remain in hibernation. You were frozen for decades. In theory, you never should have survived the revival process. But the conventional theories are wrong. You're living proof that it can be done. There's yet hope for the hope. Get it? We'll do our very best to see. I'd best get back to work. I hope you're not thinking of ingratiating yourself with the board. Chairman Rockwell and his crew, they might tempt you with promise. What's on your mind? Aha! I see you found my portable molecular compression device, better known as a shrink ray. Find a target, point, shoot. Your target will shrink down into a manageable size, whereupon you may commence beating them to a pulp. Feel free to try it on a marauder sometime. What's on your mind? Reviving you from hibernation was my greatest accomplishment. Your odds of survival were a mere 28%. my communications terminal. The Sissy pigs make excellent test subjects. Also surprisingly nutritious. Ah, your old hibernation mask. Had to remove it, you know, in case you were prone to vomiting.
Welcome back. How can I be? May Destination reached. The Groundbreaker.
Can we talk? Hey, Captain. I heard that Groundbreaker's got a real good engineer. A lady named Junlei Tennyson? I was thinking that maybe I ought to meet her. If you got time to swing us by, I mean. I don't got much experience fixing actual spaceships. I bet you a can of Borston beans she could teach me all manner of stuff. Thanks, Captain. I'll be sure to make it worth your time. Did you want to talk about something else?
Take someone to watch your back, please.
Smells like grease and unwashed bodies. Just as I remembered.
That's not the point. This halfwit just knocked out one of my workers.
Yeah, with a tossball stick. I heard you the first time. There weren't any witnesses.
No witnesses. He's not even denying it.
Hey, no offense, but I don't think this walking Saltunican's gonna appreciate you interrupting.
Keep talking, Millstone. See what happens. Now's not a good time. I'm dealing with a problem here.
So, go space yourself. Problem solved.
You must really want a truncheon through your teeth. Do what you want. I'm done here.
Whatever you heard, it's all true. The guy insulted my Rizzo's Rangers, all right? You can't just insult my Rangers and expect to get away with it. So, of course, I decked him with a tossball stick. I mean, what am I? Some kind of fair-weather fan? You wouldn't be saying that if you'd been there. Guy never liked me, always trying to get a rise out of me. But I keep my chin up, right? Be the bigger man, I tell myself. He's a Spacer's chosen man, though. So when the Chosen beat my Rangers the other night, my foreman comes swaggering up with his head full of boasting. Exactly. I was only doing what any self-respecting Rangers fan would have done. Look, this was a long time coming. Guy thinks he can push me around because he's some sky-high foreman, and I'm just a back bay's dock worker. Well, former dock worker. Guess I just tendered my resignation. You know something? I am lucky. I ought to raise a glass of 0G to my fortune, if I had the bits. Hey, not for nothing. But I saw you wander out of that ship over there by the dock. Wouldn't happen to be yours, would it? Oh, just musing is all. Must be nice having the run of the colony. Never being anchored to one place, always chasing some horizon. Hey, I don't want to talk your ears off, guessing you got places to be. I appreciate your time. Oh, not at all. Just, gonna figure out what to do next. See you around, boss. Going for a stroll around the docking base?
If it wasn't for us, this whole damn station.
Assholes in those big interstellar freighters. One nearly rammed me on the way in.
I wonder what that fella did to get the board so wild.
That's quite the impressive list of infractions.
Customs and inspection, right this way.
Identification, please. You've got a ship, but you've never visited Groundbreaker. You must have just dusted off from one of those dirt-side outposts.
Sure did. And now we're in space!
Well, welcome to Groundbreaker. I'm sorry to tell you this, but I'm about to ruin your day. According to your ship's record, you've been flagged by the board. Your ship will be impounded until such a time as they see fit to lift it.
Well, isn't this wonderful? The captain's done something to get on the board's bad side.
Now, hold on. This isn't the end of the world. Probably. You'll want to take it up with Udom Bedford, our board representative here on Groundbreaker. His office is located along the starboard wall of the promenade. Shines like a Byzantium commode. You can't miss it. Access to that information is above my pay grade, and I've turned down 3 promotions, so it stays that way. I shouldn't be mentioning it, but what the hell? This here, impounding your ship, it doesn't happen much. The board knows we don't take kindly to their interfering in our operations. If I had to take a guess as to why, you must have riled up someone important. You take the starch out of them, well, you won't hear any complaints from me. Oh, and if you're headed that way, would you mind doing me a favor? Wanda Dorset over in sickbay, tell her the shipment's not in yet. It's not come. Much appreciated. Is there anything else I can help you with? The fence. You'll find her in the rest and go, on your left when you enter the promenade. Make sure you bring an empty belly. Most places are on the promenade deck. Big door yonder, straight through security. There's a bar on the starboard side. I got a preference for the Lost Hope myself. Talk to Vera. She'll set you right. You need anything else? You let me know. Maybe. Most of the shipping traffic in the system passes through Groundbreaker. Every couple of months, we even get a big interstellar freighter. Two biggest operations are the board. That is, Halcyon Holdings and Sublight Salvage. But there are independent operators around the promenade deck. Most of those jobs are going to take you off station, though. Commandant Sanita might have a couple of folks she needs killed. Bad folks, I mean. Not regular folks. She'll be at the security desk. Chief Junlei might have an errand needs running. She's all tied up trying to fix our heat problem. You'll find...
No kidding? I'd love to get a look at this old girl's innards. I bet they're real twisty and weird. In a good way.
Happy to help.
You're real good at...
Well, thank you, miss. It's nice to be recognized. Yep.
Can we move this along? I have a certain, matter I'd like to attend to, Captain.
Are you pulling my leg? You must be one of them long-haul freighters from outside the colony. Goes like this. Back on Earth, before the crossing, the powers that be were selling off stakes in distant star systems they thought had... A bunch of companies decided to throw in together and form the Halcyon Holdings Corporation. Yep, Groundbreaker's the only real independent port. Aside from us, there's just tramp freighters and wildcat miners. Seems like every year the board's offices get bigger and their ships take up more of the landing bays. Haven't seen nearly as many tramp crews this year. Groundbreaker was one of the original colony vessels to come over. Once everybody'd been de-thawed and dropped dirtside, the original crew of the Groundbreaker decided they rather liked the spacefaring life. I guess that was the start of our independent spirit. Now, here we are. Sitting around drinking whiskey and smoking cigars. Glad? Relative to the board holdings? Not really. But they aren't rich, but they aren't likely to look too close at your work history either. They strip the parts from derelict ships and abandoned outposts. There's some that say they make the derelicts and encourage folks to abandon their steads. Sublight gives me the creeps. I've known folks who went to work for them and just vanished. They're on the promenade run by a woman named Lilia Hagen. I'm only telling you so you... All right? He's friendly enough unless you speak ill of the board. Get the sense he doesn't care for Groundbreaker much. Not that he would, being a board man and all. He's our liaison. Really likes his cereals, too. Maybe a little too much.
Don't see what's so wrong about liking cereal.
Udam takes it to an, You noticed, huh? What can I say? We're passionate folks, and the board can't abide that independent spirit, especially not when it might impact their bottom line. All their interstellar freighters come through us, and we skim a few bits off the top in manifest processing fees with every one. Folks around here will bluster that the board hates our freedom, but really, they know we can stop their out-system shipments anytime we like, and that terrifies them. It's a delicate balance, right? We could cancel their freighters' docking privileges in retaliation, but where'd that lead us? They got assault cruisers, gunships, and a handful of mining operations at their... We push them too hard, maybe they decide we'd be better in 10 trillion little pieces. Or they cobble together a new Groundbreaker and put us out of business.
The board wouldn't do that. Would they?
The board is necessary to provide order to the colony. They believe it's their prerogative to overrun you. But whether you allow that is up to you.
It's a tough line to walk, no doubt about that. But we make do all right. So far, anyway. Sure thing. Be seeing you.
This is it. Security. I can check the departures register to find out. Which crew ship? I mean, the Scholar shipped in and out.
Yeah.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled...
Unless you're here to file an incident report or to inquire about the bounty posting, I must kindly ask you to clear out. Do I look like your gossipy best friend? While I'm on post, I'm not here for a chat. We're the security force here on Groundbreaker. Started back before the crossing, you know. The original force was made up of a Marine detachment from the 77th Marine Expeditionary Unit, Trailwork. Folks started calling us Mardettes because it was easier to say. Guess it stuck. Last tip we got pointed toward the back bays. You want the reward? Do the legwork. Oh, I will. Soon as the chief approves the personnel reorg required for a bounty dispatch. So, in about 3 to 7 weeks. You and about 6 other enterprising mavericks. It's only a matter of time before someone brings me McRed's head, or his lucky lighter, as proof of kill. I do hope you're the lucky hunter, though. Good luck and skip speed to you. Still waiting to hear back on that bounty for McRed. That aside, not much else. Groundbreaker's keeping calm at the moment.
knock you out.
So far as you know, I'm not drinking on you.
Rizzo Spectrum Vodka. Aftertaste the rainbow.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertising.
Seeking relief from the heat? Till June Lay gets those radiators fixed, I've got the next best thing. Stellar Bay proper? Tough to say. The board recalled all the... It's overrun with beasts, I heard. Big ones. Kinda chew your face. If you're aiming to get to Stellar Bay, you're gonna have to get your hands dirty. The board don't like... But I ain't the one you ought to be asking. Try Gladys on the promenade. I hear tell some folk down in the townships are getting offered early retirement. The radiate... And we're all sweating buckets wondering when the powers that be are gonna get around to... Couldn't say, and I wouldn't be pouring drink. All I know is we're cooking in our own juices here. They're supposed to gather up all the heat the systems generate, and instead of the heat going where it ought, though, it seems to be... Weeks? I lost... Engineering. Chief, don't know what's got her dragging her heels. That's not for me to say. But if you're... There's nobody who knows more about the station's guts. Any system you could name? She doesn't come around here often, though. Nothing you need.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. To remind spacers and other travelers that passage to Monarch is restricted for your protection. Canyons of acid and sulfur rain are the least of the horrors plaguing the surface of Monarch.
A new face.
Go back to Byzantium, you gold-plated bastards.
Ah, yes. Wheeler messaged me you were coming. He must be the captain of the Unreliable, a vessel that used to be helmed by one Alex Hawthorne. And you are not he. Has something happened to my favorite scruffy freelancer? Oh no, this is terrible. My dear friend, what devilry is this? In whose miserable fever dream am I trapped? Oh, Alex. There were so many arguments we'd yet to have. He was my dearest friend. My only friend. You have his ship, you must know. That picture of us on the promenade, me hugging him, him wincing. I keep a copy beside my bed. Did he? Ah, that's just like him. Such a sentimental man. Tell me, how did he die? No! How dreadful. That was always Alex's greatest fear, you know. Devoured by those fiends. Becoming one with their droppings. Right. You're going important places, I'm sure. Big, exciting, important places. There, I've removed the flag from your ship. I'm terribly sorry for the inconvenience. However, before you go, Alex promised to tell me the location of Phineas Wells. I'm sure you've seen his wanted posters all over the colony. Did Alex tell you where Wells might be? Anything at all? You haven't read the posters? He's a terrorist, a thief, a madman. It's really in the colony's best interest that we stop him before he does further harm. That's... well, that's just terrible news. Law, what am I going to do now? The board will have my head. Oh, I'm sorry. This is terribly unprofessional of me. Is there anything else I might help you with? It's personal business, I'm afraid. I hope you don't take my reticence the wrong way. I shouldn't have said anything. I'm the certified representative of the board's interests here on the Groundbreaker. I'm their eyes. I send a lot of messages. Sometimes.
Law, but it's miserable. My underarms are damp. How can I be expected to work in these conditions? Chief Tennyson is supposedly looking into the cause, but I've seen no action from her. Deplorable conduct. My superiors will be hearing about it. You can be certain of that. A luxury state... Oh, good. As this office is the primary embassy for the board on ground... Oh, good law! No. Best to be clear. Oh, you've noticed my friends. Wonderful. Aren't their guns very large? Tremendously impressive. They're here to keep the peace, of course. Precisely. Groundbreaker makes much ado about its independent status and so resents any board presence, no matter how benign. When the alternative is board guards at their gates, yes, I do. Ask away.
Don't look funny at assholes and their big interstellar. Don't look funny at the crew.
Careful where you smoke. Crew bills us for air filtration.
Hey there! BC.
Rizzo's Purple Berry Punch. A soft, sour
Just yank the drive, and I'll do the rest. Now that we have the data, I can finally find out where that scholar I'm looking for ended up. Got it. His name is Reginald Cheney, and he joined a sublight salvage crew. Only he's not listed on the return manifest. Must have made landfall somewhere he wasn't supposed to. Ah, yes. Here. There's a domicile on Monarch in Fallbrook, rented to the same bit cart he used to buy his seat on the salvage ship. I should have guessed. What better place to lay low if you wish to avoid the authorities? Oh, it's nothing. I suppose I really didn't have much faith in actually finding him. Was a bit of a long shot, wasn't it? I admit it was a bit of a long shot, but when you've spent as many hours as I have in contemplation of the universe's secrets, you sometimes get a sense for these things.
Sorry about the heat. Chief Tennyson will get the... Oh, and it's not... A lot of slogan. Have a look.
Are you listening to me, Emfuru? You can't keep me out of there.
Please don't make a scene, Doc.
I'm sorry. Am I causing a scene? See, Emfuru? We could have avoided all this unpleasantness if... Let me get one thing straight, Jesse. As for the rest, I'm trying to figure that out. All I... Be my guest, if you know...
What seems to... If only my other patients had... The records say Miss Doyle checked herself in and requested I admit no visitors. She's not my patient. Not without dispensation from Chief Junlei. We don't have the ability to Regrettably, we are dependent on the board. We'd nearly signed a supply agreement with... Take care.
Good luck getting to Jesse, and better luck if you do. Real piece of work.
Med base for crew only. Sorry.
Dr. Dorset's a deft hand with a blade. Hardly leaves a scar.
CNP Boss Project.
You look like someone who's taken their share of cuts and bruises. Need some... We also have a line of specialized melee. Everything I sell is fresh from the... Not me, but it's in my blood. After the cross... I was born into corporate labor, but I'm the first one of my family to buy my way out.
Machinery. Must be housed on a sublevel.
Advertisement for the fall.
All day in here and not have looked at half the best stuff. It's all pretty worn, though.
No, it isn't. It's a mess. But it's my mess, so just so we understand each other, I'm the final word on the ship. The Mardits, the crew, the engineers, their family. I hope... Good. Don't go making trouble. So what brings you to Groundbreaker? I'm curious. Interesting. The powers that be painted. We see a lot of the same faces coming and going. Most of them board spies and corporate sprats. Makes it hard to trust outsiders. You seem different, so welcome aboard.
What?
Parvati, is it? That's a lovely name. What can I do for you?
I was just thinking, I haven't got much experience working with actual, real spaceships, Miss Junlei. Chief Junlei.
Junlei is fine.
Okay. Since you run a whole space station, I was wondering if, well, maybe you could teach me some things. I could message you later, maybe?
I'd be happy to make the time, Parvati. You can ask me anything.
Wow, great! I'll do that then. Messages. Later. Oh, your name's pretty too. I should have said... Sorry. I like it. Honest. Sorry. Couldn't have done it without your moral support, Captain.
Now, if there's nothing else, there are other parts of the ship begging for my attention. Groundbreaker's radiators need replacement parts. They're dumping superheated air into my ship. Only the board has access to new parts, and I won't let them swindle me into a corner. None. Every time I give in to the board, Groundbreaker loses its freedom. Soon there won't be anything left. I can't allow that. The board isn't helping, and my resources are spread thin. If I don't get those radiators back online, Groundbreaker... Reasonable, huh? That's the best news I've heard all day. According to my grandmother's old schematics, the parts we need... Hold on. There's something you... The back bays are on a lower deck. Good. Once you've obtained the part...
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your...
Who there? Hey, McRed, were you expecting any company?
A neighbor from above approaches our realm. Back away now, or you'll parley with the king. Look at this ripe piece of meat just sizzling on the grill. Yum, yum. Time to feed the flames.
It's nothing personal. Promise.
Is this what carbon monoxide poisoning looks like? I don't think this deck is too well ventilated.
Speaking for myself, Captain, I am not of a mind to be murdered by a psychopath who plays with fire.
You came with the crew. Welcome. We got plenty of space to spread out, but only room for one captain. You stumbled into my court without an invitation? Pathetic.
Rizzo Spectrum. Have you seen this man? Information leading to the capture of noted terrorist Phineas Wells. Report any sightings to your local board embassy.
Hey, McRed, were you expecting any company?
A neighbor from above approaches our realm. Back away now, or you'll parley with the king.
Who there? Hey, McRed, were you expecting any company?
A neighbor from above approaches our realm. Back away now, or you'll parley with the king.
I hear something.
Heading back. Get ready.
Get him!
Hear something?
What was that? Did I hear? Whoa.
Who there? Hey, McRed, were you expecting any company?
A neighbor from above approaches our realm. Back away now, or you'll parley with the king.
Be right there!
What was that?
Back yourself up, Captain! Stop up! Captain, you're right!
Hey, McRed, were you expecting any company?
A neighbor from above approaches our realm. Back away now, or you'll parley with the king.
Who the... Hey, McRed, were you expecting any company?
A neighbor from above approaches our realm. Back away now, or you'll parley with the king.
Right there! Make it go right there! Careful, you're hurt!
On my way! Searching for unauthorized.
Woo! We made it!
McRed wants it up and running.
I'm trying to think of a good name before I wake it up.
Don't give it a name. What are you thinking? It hasn't got a heart? Not like us.
Bullshit. Wake up. There's no such thing as pizza. It's all open-faced pasta.
You've
Ah, fuck it. Waste
McRed gave me a taste of the good stuff. I've been tripping for days.
Careful with that shit. You'll end up as crazy as he is.
It takes crazy to live in this universe. Crazy cosmos. Crazy cosmos. Ah, got a swollen tongue again.
you right there.
Feels magic. Frozen for 10 years, sailing through space in a room such as this.
What the?
Heard something.
Heard something. What was that?
What was that? Did I hear something?
Yep, be right over.
Was something going on?
Be right there.
What would think I heard something?
Everyone all right?
Understood. I'll keep my head down.
You've returned, and in one piece. Good work. I'll take those. I need you to head through the large door at the far end of engineering. There's a terminal in the back. Activate it when I call over the ship's PA. And bring weapons. There's a slight...
Don't worry, Miss Junlei. We'll be super gentle with the ship. You don't got...
I'm genuinely heartened to hear that.
As always, I am... So. Yes, I've been meaning to discuss...
Yeah, huh? Well, I didn't expect her to be... Gosh, did you see how everybody on Groundbreaker is just...
Controls are in the back of the machinery stack area. Keep clear of the radiator. I can always fix them later.
Processing data. Beginning your identify. Security patrol. Target acquired. Security mark reacquired.
Jack, the temperatures are dropping. Stop by once you found your way out of there. Groundbreaker owes you thanks.
This is Halcyon. We interrupt your... regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. Tossball finals are scheduled but a scandal has rocked the...
My boards are returning to green. What a weight that is off my shoulders. I don't normally tolerate outsiders mucking about in my station's guts, but you're all right. The temperature should be dropping as we speak. I'll see to it the crew knows who kept us all from boiling alive. If you've got time, I believe Edna has a comms issue that could use your attention. I've also authorized Doc and Furu to sell you our premium meds. Frustrating. Everything down to the circuit boards is past warranty, so I have the pleasure of making life or death decisions on a shoestring budget. Plus, there's no time to train my successor or document fixes in a way that anyone outside the family would. Sure is. The Tennysons came over on the Groundbreaker. My grandmother, Chief Gaying, kept... I was promoted only recently, when my mom died. Then I took the leap from Chief Engineer to
They must have been amazing people to have taught you all you know, I mean.
That means a lot coming from a fellow engineer. It was different knowing that I couldn't turn to anyone who could answer the tough questions. Maybe you can see why I'm protective of Groundbreaker. This ship is family. It's got tinkerings and bypass. You've got my... You're right, I don't. The board is after two. I like to think of myself as a nice person, but if that gaudy embassy of his was on... The board wants control over Groundbreaker, and leeches like Udam. I placate them when I have something to offer, but I can also be a real hard-ass. It'd be a joy if I could... Too much of Groundbreaker's income is flowing in the wrong direction. You've got my...
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt...
You aiming to send a message? If so... Me? No. We're going offline in 3... Our primary relay station's soon to be occluded by a... The event's forecasted to last for months. During...
That'll put the whole system in a rut.
We've got backup auxiliary relays, but the one currently in orbital range went offline some months ago. We can't spare people for routine maintenance. Yeah, I'm working on it. I finally got the but allocating the personnel loss for sending a technical team to the relay station keeps getting denied by Junlei. I should say no, but why not? Maybe you can figure out why it's offline. I'll send you with an equipment manual.
Hope you don't mind if I borrow that manual when you're done with it, Captain. I could do with some leisure reading.
Oh, and I'll need you to retrieve a copy of the relay's backup data. I gotta forward any messages from Earth stored in the memory. Better late than never, eh? The relay stations orbit the edge of the Halcyon system, so they tend to receive the majority of... I'm sure the station's got a stack of junk messages just waiting for me to sort through. It's not like they're in high demand. Most tend to be adverts on new products, meaning only folks in Byzantium can afford them.
Hearty greeting, potential customer. Welcome to Auntie's Kitchen, a home-style consumable protein dispensary. May this unit dispense proteins for your ingestion. Beginning dispense. Have you seen this man? Reward offered for information leading to the capture of noted terrorist Phineas Wells. Report any sightings to your local warden. CNP test.
Is it just me, or is Groundbreaker feeling extra chilly? Heard of it. My orientation aether wave showed that famous Saltuna cannery, which I'm sure smells as good as it looks.
That's true.
Yeah. I hope they're gonna be okay.
That's a spacious choice, Spear. Take what you have. So, what can I get you? Shit. Oh, shit. As the face of Spacer... Have a look.
Rizzo's
Hey there. Be seeing.
How goes the hunt? I've been ruminating on it, and I decided, if you ain't killed McRed yet, I want you to hurt him a little before you do. Nothing excessive, mind you, but the scoundrel deserves a light beating at least before he kicks off. I believe I'm growing fond of you, bounty hunter. If you got the Mardets' backs, the Mardets have got yours. Here's the bounty payout. Nice work down there. With any luck, we can hire more sharp-eyed bounty hunters like you in the future.
Rizzo's Purpleberry Fudge.
good luck getting to Jesse. And better luck.
Hello. Now, is there a better selection than you'll find on...
Can't say I've seen you before. I take it you're a freighter captain? If you're here to better yourself, you'll have to wait. We're having a spot of trouble with our delivery service. I'm expecting our delivery fellow to stop through with medical supplies and service auto mechanicals. Name's Captain Irion. A brave idiot with a penchant for getting himself delayed. Sometimes by dates, usually by bandits. I'd be grateful if you'd spare the time. We need his delivery soon as yesterday. Last he told me, he was taking a shortcut by Scylla, an asteroid in the Charybdis cluster. That's where I'd start, were I the adventuring type. You look out, though. The place is probably crawling with outlaws.
C&P Borsworth. It's not the worst unless...
I hear scary things about
Miss Lilia takes good care of her.
Some like them.
You reckon we can shop here, or is it all stoked?
Got any leads on salvage?
Welcome to Sublight Salvage and Shipping, a legitimate business for legitimate consumers. You the one flying the Unreliable? Miss Lily has been expecting you. I'll unlock the door. Sure am. A few years back, they got me started on simple acquisitions. You know those latches they put on cargo bays ain't worth it? These days, I stick to...
So you're the new captain in town. I was hoping you'd make your way to my op. Lilia Hagen, CEO and Executive Director. Charm. It's nice to see the Unreliable again. Useful ship. Hawthorne was my contractor. I'd recognize that leak. Is Ada still at the helm? I don't know how many times I told Hawthorne. I have a salvage job for someone light on corporate ties with a reliable set of wings. But
There is always a...
if you have a nav key to Stellar... I like that initiative, but ease back. If there's anything else, be quick. These days, the scrap business all but runs itself.
Our field is persuasive acquisitions. At least, not all of our salvage is abandoned when we find it. Your words. Very. I have this thing about numbers. I like to think of myself as the last honest businesswoman in Halcyon. Hey. Sublight. Be seeing.
Got any leads on salvage? It doesn't even have to be broken. What was that? Hey! Stay there.
Oh, good. A fight!
What was that?
That's the last of
Here
it.
they come!
This is Halcyon News. We
You've returned, and in one piece. Good work. I'll take those. I need you to head through the large... There's a terminal in the back.
Don't worry, Miss Junlei. We'll be...
I'm genuinely hard...
The controls are in the back of the machine.
Right hit!
Song tells me the security mechanicals booted up and killed a bunch of men. Bad news. Diagnostic says their circuit boards are fused from the heat, so they're not too picky about who they kill next. Think fast if you can. Shoot back if you need to. No, fix them later.
Getting through. Everyone all right?
That's the terminal. I have the parts in position on my side. Go ahead and cycle the droplet pumps. And if you don't know what that means, just look for a command that says cycle droplet pumps.
System.
Don't look for that.
Done. The temperatures are dropping. Stop by once you found your way out of there. Groundbreaker owes you thanks.
Whatever it
Halcyon
is.
News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story.
My boards are returning to green. What a weight that is off my shoulders. I don't normally tolerate outsiders mucking about in my station's guts, but you're all right. The temperature should be dropping as we speak. I'll see to it the crew knows who kept us all from boiling alive. If you've got time, I believe Edna has a comms issue that could use your attention. I've also authorized Doc and Furu to sell you our premium meds. Frustrating. Plus, there's no... Sure is.
They must have been amazing.
That means a lot. It was different knowing that I couldn't... Maybe you can see why I'm protective of ground... You've got... You're right, I don't. The board is after two things, bits and power, and they own... I like to think of myself as a... The board wants control over Groundbreaker, and Leech... I placate them when I have some... Too much of Groundbreaker... You've got my...
Well, I didn't... What? No. You know how hard it is to find... I just met her. How could I be? Did you see how everybody on Groundbreaker... It's just...
By Verity, what are we... Yeah.
This is Halcyon.
You aiming to send a message? Me? We're going offline. The events?
And that...
We've got backup auxiliary relay. Yeah, but... You save my comm center from chaos. I guarantee I'll get the chief to authorize some payment forms with your name on them while you're out fixing the station. I should say no, but...
Hope you don't mind if I...
Oh, and I'll need you to retrieve a copy of... I'm sure... It...
Well, this should prove interesting, to say the least.
Welcome to Sublight. You the one flying? Miss Lily is... Sure am. A few years... These days, I stick to...
So you're the new captain. Charm. It's not... Is Ada still at the... I have...
Just like it...
If you have a nav key... I like that. If there's any... Our feet. Not all of our south... Thank you. I work... I like to... Ask. Be seeing you.
Sublight for life. The corporations never lifted a finger for me.
CNP pancakes. Now, mixing. Seriously, don't mix it.
Good luck getting to Jesse.
Hello. Now is there a bit?
Can't say I've seen you. If you're here to better yourself, you'll have to wait. We're having a... I'm expecting our delivery fellow to stop through with medical supplies and service auto mechanicals. A brave idiot with a penchant for getting himself delayed. Sometimes... I'd be grateful if you'd spare the time. Last he told me, he was taking a shortcut by Scylla, an asteroid in the Charybdis cluster. That's where I'd start, were I the adventuring type. You look out, though. The place is probably crawling without... Keep hanging around and... What can I do? How goes the hunt? Nothing excessive. I believe I'm growing. Here's the bounty payout.
We move cargo 16 hours a day, and half of